Hello, Little Seasoners, and welcome to the Third Advent YouTube channel. Please visit my YouTube channel profile and About page to find my Google Drive link so you can either view and or download my free study book. Today's conversation is the heavenly sign, specifically the numbers 591 and 952 I discovered in near the galactic center. These numbers are thought to be and were calculated as timeline clues or Jubilee information, and I went on a hunt to see what I could discover, and I cherry picked a couple sums that we'll be going over here in a little bit, but I wanted to present these pictures so people could get a better understanding of what I was talking about. And sometimes it's a little hard to see on some pictures, but if you can find some high quality astrophotography pictures of the Milky Way with the Dark Horse Nebula in the proper position as if it's running or kind of standing up, you'll be able to see it. Another way to look for it is Sagittarius Teapot, and that's going across the right side of Jesus Christ's face. Again, Lambda is considered to be the beam of light in the right side coming out of Jesus's eye. This information that I am discussing with you can be found on page 15 of my study book. On page 16, we're going to be talking about Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, and the sign 529 that's written in the stars we just previously discussed. For anybody who is feeling trepidatious about this topic or concerned we're worshiping a graven image, I completely understand that, and I wrestled with that concern myself. I had peace come over me when I read this verse, and it speaks specifically to the topic at hand. Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. There you have it. So we are to look to the heavens for what this passage just described. And we're looking for seasons, which I believe is the fourth season, described in Revelation 20, verse 3. There's 4 seasons per year, and a season is possibly 360 years long. Next, we're going to look at a theoretical proof that I found astonishing. When I typed in the verse from Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, the gematria total came to 529. And as we know, those are the same 3 numbers we just discussed that I also am claiming are written across Jesus's right side of his face. The coincidence of that is either divine or I'm just lucky. But when you have the scripture that talks about looking for the signs, seasons, days, and years, and then when you type it into the septenary cipher and you get one of the signs that is written in the stars of heaven across the Lamb's face, how am I supposed to accept that information? Do I have cognitive dissonance and think I'm just lucky? Or is this possibly divine proof? I'd love to hear your comments. Let me know what you think on this one. Here are 2 pictures I used on this particular slide. It's not the book, but the pictures are. And I wanted to magnify the 591 and the 952, so it'd be a little bit easier for people who are watching the videos to see this. The color picture, you can clearly see the 951, and I'm trying to teach you on the picture below it, which is black and white, how you can see a little more contrast and seeing the numbers 952, and they are highlighted. Next, we're going to go into some theories of what these 6 numbers could mean and how they might possibly teach us what's been fulfilled and the specific years of prophecy fulfillment, and possibly teaching us or helping us rediscover where we are in God's 6,000 to 7,000 year timeline. We're going to now look at the heavenly signs numbers to cherry pick some calculations that I thought were interesting and I used in the study. The first example is taking 195 plus 295, and that came to 490. On Daniel chapter 9, verse 24, the 70 weeks prophecy times 7 is 490 years. Another interesting thing that is built into the number 490 is with reduction and specifically multiplication. So we take 4 times 90 out of 490. It equals 360, which matches the 360-year theory I've been proposing throughout this study. If the 490 years have been fulfilled, we know the next prophetic event is going to be the millennial kingdom, which is 1,000 years. And then we can take what we unpacked from reduction of 490 years, which showed us 360. We have a total of 1,000 years plus 360 gives us 1,360 years. And if we subtract 1,360 years from the 7,000th Omega year, we come to 5640 example again. The next example of combining these two numbers to look for some type of esoteric or mystery or riddle solved that God could be telling us with these divine numbers was 259 plus 591, and that sum came to 850. Next, we just took the 6,000 year timeline for man and subtracted the 850 years from it. We got 5150. And as we'll be discussing further along in this study, 5150 is considered the Daniel chapter 9 key year to unlock the prophecies of Daniel chapter 9, 24, 25, and 5, and verses 26. And as I mentioned, to reiterate, we'll get into that soon. So if we take the 5150 key year, and then we take the previous example's 490 year and add 5150 to 490, we get 5640. And what this should be telling us, the 490 years of Daniel 9:24 are fulfilled. And now we are given information of when that start year was, 5150, and when the 490 years concluded, 5640, which is the second coming, which is the conclusion of the 1260-day prophecy, which is also the 1335th blessed day of Daniel 12, verse 12. Or excuse me, chapter 12, verse 12. So looking at the heavenly signs, we have some very interesting information that can come forth. I also had an example of 591 plus 952, which gives you 1543. And through reduction of 1543, I just added and multiplied all those numbers out. For example, 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 equals 13. Next, I took 1543 and multiplied the numbers out. 1 times 5 times 4 times 3 equals 60. And based on the aforementioned examples we just discussed, I joined 13 to 60 to give us 1,360 years. So, as we discussed earlier, 7,000 minus 1,360 equals 5640, the second coming year theory, as well as the 490 years ending. There's more information we can unpack, though, with the results of 13 and 60 from 1543 being reduced with addition and multiplication. Simply just add 13 to 60, you get 73. Subtract 60 from 13, you get 47. You take 73 and 47 sums, you add them together, you get 120. Now you have a Jubilee, the 47th Jubilee idea, which again is 5640. 5640 plus 1360 equals 7,000. If Jesus Christ is 59, as we are claiming, and the first advent of 59 has been fulfilled, and the second advent of 59 has been fulfilled, we can put those four numbers together as 5959. And when we multiply them out, or reduce via multiplication, 5 times 9 times 5 times 9 is 2025 on the Gregorian calendar. If 2025 is possibly the third advent year of 59 on the Gregorian calendar, and or the 6,000th or 7,000th year on God's solar calendar, i.e., we'll just call it Omega, times up the end of all things, Revelation 20, verse 11, then we just simply say about dividing the third advent of 59, Jesus Christ, into the possible Gregorian third advent year, 2025. So 2025 divided by 359 equals 5640. Now that is a confirming witness for us to consider. I thought this information was exciting, and I brought it forth because it's another example that if this information I'm claiming to you is correct, with these numbers going across the right side of Jesus Christ's face and above his head, then we have another confirming witness with the heavenly sign that collaborates with Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. And I want to bring this to the world's attention to get peer review on it. Again, I am not trying to set dates or be a heretic or be a false prophet or teacher to anybody. This is just information that's continuing to show repeating number and over again via jubilees and or possible years and circas that I thought the world would be interested, or at least the truth seekers would be interested in this information. So thank you for listening, and thank you for stopping by. If you find this information interesting, please comment. My email is on the book. You can leave a comment below the video. You can like it if you so choose. And if you want to subscribe, we got many more videos from the book to come. I highly recommend you go to the profile page and download the free link. That way you can move along and not have to listen to me stamper through these videos. But God bless you for listening. I hope you found this information entertaining. And if you feel it's godly and worthy of peer review, please help me pass this information on via emailing the 20 megabyte PDF file to your friends, or having them come to the website on YouTube. Thanks again. God bless you and your families. Until the next video.